Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bama Engineering Hub. I know I uploaded one video many years ago, but I am back. I wanted to restart this channel, and I'll be uploading more content. In today's video, we're going to go through the University of Alabama's 2026 Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering curriculum. I actually had quite a few questions, so I'm trying to follow up my last video. And my goal is to look at each year of the program, discuss the purpose of the required courses, review the prereqs, and identify the courses that students commonly find the most challenging. So let's begin. I have here up on the screen um, two different views of the curriculum. And I kind of wanted to go over the one on the left. So the curriculum actually requires a total of 130 semester credit hours. This curriculum is designed so that each semester builds on the previous one. Um, I'm going to go show you this entire list of curriculum of required courses. Um, so this is assuming if this is your first year and you actually have no transfer classes. This list right here, this is the complete list of all the engineering courses you will have to take. You can see it's pretty extensive. It's the major and ancillary requirements as well as the technical electives. There are a couple of courses that I believe are new from the catalog from last and previous years. And this is the, I believe, ME 410 and MFE 290. There is one engineering elective and two technical electives that you have to take from this list. Maybe a quarter of them are available online for us distance students. This elective list has a ton of classes that I think if you took them or wanting to take them, I believe you can take them online and transfer it in. I'll talk more in depth regarding transfer classes in the next video. If you're interested in aerospace, electrical, or chemical engineering, there are some courses you can take online elsewhere and you can transfer it in, but not at Alabama since COVID ended. If you're interested in material science, there is MFE 442. Let me see where it is. So this is advanced material sciences and additive processes. Also in the technical electives below, if you're interested in math or physics classes, you would also have to take them elsewhere and transfer those in. Those are not available at Alabama online as of now. All right, let's go back up to these ancillary courses. Let me find them right here. So these are the supporting or foundational courses for the engineering program. These are all required. So yes, you have to take all the way up to Calculus 3 and DiffyQ right here, which is available online at Alabama. You'd have to take Physics 1 and Physics 2, not available online. You'd also have to take some science courses, one science course, and a lab. I took AY 101 and AY 102 at Alabama. There's also BSc 108 and 109 and GY 202 at Alabama. So let's move on to this page. This page actually kind of breaks it up into semesters here. So you can see here the freshman year. And they'll have a little asterisk so you know that it's not offered by UA Distance. You could probably take it online or at a local community college. Um, Here in the first year curriculum, you have Engineering 101, Engineering 104. They are required courses for all engineering majors. You have to take at least pre-calc or trig and above to take this class. Engineering 161 below here. Now, that's a pretty easy class, but you do need to take Engineering 104 before this class. Physics 105, which is Physics 1, you will need Calc 1 before you take this class. And think for MTE 271, you really can't take this at any point in time. You don't have to take it in your freshman year. This is just a guide for you. Okay. So at the end of the freshman year, students have been expected to complete the foundational coursework needed for physics and MECI. Moving on to the sophomore year. Let me expand this. So this year, it introduces engineering mechanics and core mathematics required for more upper level engineering classes. And here, statics. So I'm going to go through the prereqs. Before you take these classes, you have to complete Calc 1, Physics 1, and Engineering 104. Thermo 1, you have to take Calc 2 and Physics 1 before taking this class. Moving down here. MFE 290. So for this class, I actually haven't taken this class. This was a new class. You do need to complete Engineering 104. Again, this can be taken anytime. You don't need to take it in your sophomore year. And DiffEQ, you have to take Calc 2 before taking this class, as well as this class, Dynamics. Dynamics kind of builds upon statics, so obviously you have to take statics before this. And fluids and thermal 2, you also have to take statics, and you also need Calc 3 before taking these classes right here. Oops. In the junior year, expand that. Mechanics and materials. Mechanics and materials also built upon statics, so yeah, you do need that class and Calc 2. There's also a lab component that needs to be taken on campus, and I'll go over more in depth in the next episode, or the next video about how labs are taken on campus. You do not need to move on campus. I'll talk more about it later on. And so for this class, Fundamentals of Electrical Engineering, it kind of built upon Physics 2, Calc 3, and DiffEQ. So that's a requirement before taking this class. DiffEQ is also needed for engineering analysis, and also heat transfer. But this also needs thermal 1 fluids as well. Static machine components. So this was one class. Now it's two classes. So one class and a lab. They were split. But the lab, I believe, is not completed online, so you do not need to go on campus for that. And I think you do need to take Mechanics of Materials and Engineering 161 before you can register for this class. So moving on to ME 360, control and instrumentation components with the lab. That's taken on campus as well. Um, for this class, I think you need ECE 320 and Mechanics of Materials before taking this class because it does build upon uh, most the materials built upon those classes. For dynamic systems, you do need dynamics, um, DiffyQ, engineering analysis, and ECE 320. So much in the same way, I think it kind of built upon those classes. ME 383, modern manufacturing practices. You need mechanics of materials, material science, and engineering 161. All right. So for the senior year, you're going to take mechanical engineering design class. So you're going to be working on a group project for the for the last half of this course. You have to be within 33 credit hours of graduation before enrolling in this class, and you had to have taken Thermo 2, heat transfer, static machine components, and DiffyQ. Um, for thermal systems, you need heat transfer and ME360 before taking this class. There's no getting out of the prereqs. Dynamic machine components, their prereqs are ME350 and dynamics. Engineering in a social and global context. This is like a writing course. This is new to me. I haven't taken this class, but you do need Thermo 2 before taking it. Finally, you get to the very last semester, which obviously we need ME490, Mechanical Engineering Design 2. That's the bulk of this course is finishing up the group project that was assigned to you in ME489. And then you got these engineering electives here. Wanted to also show you this ME flowchart. And I don't know if you've seen this before, but it kind of lays out in a visual way um, how these prerequisites kind of built upon each other. So you'll see here that Calc 1, you need it for Physics 1, Calc 2, statics, and engineering materials, and then so on. So hopefully this was helpful. You want to pay attention to these prerequisite chains. Delaying one course can delay several later courses, but I don't think you need to worry too much about that. Yeah. So again, this program requires 130 semester credit hours. It's designed to prepare us graduates for careers in mechanical engineering, as well as graduate study. Thank you for watching. In future videos, we'll examine individual courses in greater detail. I'll discuss what you can expect for those classes and probably give you some advice, some tips and advice. And I'll review resources that can also help you prepare before taking each class. All right.